Hello and welcome to 2025 Dave's Great Escapes. First one of the year. Oh, the weather's just absolutely lush. The views aren't bad either. Come on, let's go for a walk. Yeah, so the snow came a couple of days, 2-3 days after New Year's. So, and I was thinking, oh yeah, I'd like to get out in the snow, you know. But it came with sort of like 40-mile-an-hour winds. Absolutely crazy, and it dropped about 6 to 8 inches. And it's just irresponsible to go out in that, to be honest with you. And I noticed a few YouTubers did go out there over the Lake District, and well, they got the tents wrecked, didn't they? You know, they got the arse smacked. And there was a couple of deaths as well, which is really tragic. Somebody fell off Sharp Edge on Blencathra. That was horrible, horrible. And you know, I'm just too old for that. I don't need the views for my channel. I don't need the subscribers. I'm not bothered about that. You know, I'm not doing it to sort of get great viewing figures or whatever. It's just silly taking chances, isn't it, and taking risks. So I waited a few days to see what would happen, you know, and it just froze. It was like -3, -4 every day, and literally it was. There's no way you could put a tent up on that because you just couldn't get your pegs in. Getting through the 6 to 8 inches of snow in the first place, and then the hard ground, it was just silly, really. And like I say, the wind was up, you know, so I just thought, nah, that's a bit silly. I thought I'll get out in a couple of days, and then what happened? Just the weekend gone there, it's all my wife's fault. You know me, I like the woods, I like the mountains, I like to get outdoors. My wife saw a deal, an all-inclusive weekend in Blackpool. Blackpool's not my thing. It's not my thing. It really isn't. I didn't want to go, honestly. And then it was kind of all your meals, all your drinks, cabaret entertainment, you know, all weekend. £139. It's not my thing, but £139. My wife was right, let's go. So we did, so we went to Blackpool. It was absolutely Baltic freezing, but not in the hotel. The hotel was warm, the bar was warm, the entertainment room was warm, the food was amazing. So yeah, I haven't done a video of that one, you know, it's not my thing. But I had to go, you know, I just had to go to appease the wife, so sorry about that. So that was, I've just got back on Sunday, rested up yesterday, and I've got out today. And yesterday, massive thaw everywhere. Everywhere, it's just, there was 6 to 8 inches of snow and it's just gone. Everywhere, it's just gone. It's gone from being -2 on average to 10 degrees today. It's crazy, absolutely mental. So I was thinking, where do we go? Where do we go that's not flooded? I mean, the waterfalls look great, won't they? But where are you going to pitch your tent with that isn't flooded, that isn't absolutely sodden? Oh God, I'm not going to get out again. So look at the forecast, and it was raining, it was high winds, and it was obviously, like I say, the big thaws on. So everywhere I would normally go didn't look good, and I thought, I'm not going to get out again. Then I looked and I thought, oh, what's it like at the Northumberland coast? And it was sunshine, blue sky, 10 degrees, wind's not too bad, no more than 20 miles an hour. No brainer, really, isn't it? So here I am, and you've got to admit, it's pretty damn gorgeous, isn't it? Even got a nice sunset. Cheers. So how's everyone doing anyway? January's not my favourite month. I don't know about yours. I struggle. I struggle. It's like the end of one year, isn't it? Which you look back and you always kind of get a bit pensive, you know, wondering where the hell did the time go. And then you start to think about the new year as well, you know. And we're living in very troubled times, aren't we? So it's hard to be, you know, optimistic, but we've got to be. So, and it's bleak and it's dark and the dull, dark mornings. I hate it. I hate January. I've always have. So I struggle. So I need to get out in this nature and just, and the blue sky really does help. Nothing like a grey day to bring you down. So when it's like this, I love it. I just love it. So I had to get out. And I just want to say a little bit, and then I'll get back to being happy, right? But a couple of years ago, when I first started this channel, I think it was one of the first ones that I actually did, one of the first videos, and that was a coastal camp as well. Now, I've only done, I think, a couple of coastal camps. This is the second one, and that one was in County Durham, just not far from Seaham. And I camped right next to the beach, you know, right next to the sea. And I had a can of cider actually. This time I got some nice pale ale from Rock near Padstow down in Cornwall. Beautiful. But I had a can of Inch's cider back then. I remember I put it in the sea and to cool down, you know, and it just went. It just went. The sea took it. It was a sacrifice to the North Sea. So I'm not falling for that this time. But yeah, at the time I remember mentioning about somebody I'd met over just before the Christmas, and he was struggling with the whole awakening process. You know, a lot of us who are awake, who really we do struggle, because it's wonderful finding out that everything that we've been taught in our life is been lies, and it's wonderful finding out the truth and not falling for all the scams, you know, like the COVID scam and the pandemic and the, you know, the climate crisis and all that shit. Yeah, it's great. You go down all these rabbit holes. Brilliant. You learn all this stuff. Excellent, right? I'm a better person for it. I'm awake. Wonderful. Except it's a burden. I mean, I talk a lot about this, about being free, about freedom on this channel. And the trouble is, a lot of people don't want to be free. They don't want to know the truth. They don't want to know about who rules the planet, who rules our country. That we're all controlled. They don't want to know that, because it's quite scary, because it actually puts some responsibility on you. I think a lot of people want a nanny state, you know, because having to deal with your own health, with your own finances, with your own security, having to take risks, it takes courage. It takes a lot of responsibility and accountability for yourself. And people would rather blame their boss or the teachers. They'd rather put the upbringing of the children on the school, the state. They'd rather go to the doctors and just take pills than actually do some reading and find out that you don't need them. So a lot of people don't want freedom. And for those people who do, and who are awake to all what's going on in the world at the moment, the whole New World Order, Agenda 30 thing that's going on, it's quite a burden, because we're trying to wake people up and we're trying to get people, you know. That's how I got the ban on the channel, didn't it? It's hard. And somebody I met the Christmas before 2 years ago, I could see he was struggling, and I went to, you know, he sort of cried out for help, and I went to see him, and he shunned me. You know, I didn't know him very well, and he shouldn't be. And he said, no, there's nothing wrong with me. I haven't got a problem. What's wrong with you? Okay, mate, you know, I'm just trying to be there for you, you know. And a few weeks later, Christmas went and New Year's went. And then they found him dead. He took his own life. So you can't always reach people, you know. So I think it's a bad time of year. So I just want to say, the guy was called Badger. I never knew his real name. He had a nickname of Badger. He wasn't yet 50-year-old. And I just want to say, this is to you, Badger, because we're all struggling with this, you know. And but for those of us that are still here, that are still fighting for the truth to prevail, 2025, I really do think it's going to be the Great Awakening. I really do. I think we're going to see an awful lot of things happen, good and bad. They're not going to go down without a fight. This deep state, whatever you want to call them, cabal, whatever you want to call them, they're not going to go down without a fight. We know that. But I think God, good, whatever you want to call this higher consciousness, is going to win in the end. If we all just stick together and don't comply, don't follow the rules, and just we'll get through it. We'll get through it. So here's to 2025, the Great Awakening. So tonight we're gonna have some beef stew. 19th of October I made this. Let's see what it's like. Well, it's definitely got a good seal. There you go. Lush. I've got to tell you, it's absolutely stunning. 13th of January. Feels like April. It's beautiful. Just a lovely, like I say, it's gone from sort of -2, -4 some days to 10 degrees today. Absolutely beautiful. And even now, it's about 4 degrees, which isn't bad at all, you know. I'll take that. It's just enough for a little fire and some beef stew. Oh, you know you want some, don't you? I dripped all over my sock. I'll lick it off later. I'm just so glad I came out. It's worth the effort, isn't it? Sometimes, especially this time of year, it's hard to motivate yourself, you know. You're in the house, it's warm in the house, it's cold outside, it gets dark early. It's hard to motivate yourself, it is. I admit it, I'm the same. And but when you do, and you get a sunset like this, wow, you know what I mean? It's just absolutely stunning. And it's a full moon tonight and all. Full moon. I don't know what that means. I don't think you'll get any wolves, werewolves, anything like that, but I don't know, there's something special about a full moon, isn't there? There just is. Something special about this beef stew, I have to tell you. I know I'm seeing this again, but it's such a stunning night, it really is. And I don't know if you, something nice has just happened to me actually. Some of you might understand this. And I don't know if you ever get these signs, but like, I looked at my watch today. Well, I don't have a watch. I looked at the time today, and it was, I just happened to look on 11:11. Yeah? And some of us get these signs, don't we? 11:11. And I've just walked over the dunes there to take some photographs of the moon, because it's stunning. And I saw this white feather. When you know, you know. It's just wonderful, isn't it? It really is. Anyway, I'm going to watch this fire go down because it's just gorgeous. I'm going to drink the rest of my beer, and then I'll get into bed, because I think it must be getting on for 6 o'clock now. It's getting on a bit, and I need my beauty sleep. It's stunning. It's just absolutely stunning. So I'll see you a lot in the morning. Good night. morning. Absolutely stunning morning. Absolutely stunning. Where is it? There's the moon. You've got the moon at one side. The sea's like a mill pond. And you've got the most stunning sunset. Sunrise at the other. Ah, it's fab. Absolutely fab. The birds woke us up. I didn't mind at all because it was just lush. Watching them all come in. I think I'm going to not have a cuppa and get packed up so I can walk along the beach. And just watch the sun come up because it's absolutely stunning. So I'll get this tent down there, we'll start hiking. Just can't believe how mild it is. No coat, don't need one. So mild. You know, -4 just a few days ago, honestly. 2 days ago in Blackpool, when I had my Blackpool weekend, that was -2, -3 there, it was freezing. And today, oh, perfect, isn't it? Just perfect, look at this. Oh. Doesn't get any better than this. What a beautiful morning. Thank you, God. Oh man, that was crazy. So I got set up on the beach just there. Beautiful spot, as you can see. And put my bag down and everything, you know. Went out for a swim, looked back, noticed the tide was coming in. Couldn't believe it. Bloody tide was coming in, wasn't it? So I quickly moved, otherwise all my clothes and everything would have got soaking wet. Ran back, moved everything up the beach 100 yards and dashed off into the sea. Absolutely Baltic, as you can imagine. And had a good swim around. I wanted to make the most of it. You know, you don't go in there just for a quick splash, do you? So I went in, had a good swim about, came out absolutely Baltic, trying to get dried. Realised my camera wasn't switched on. Hadn't been videoing it, can you believe it? So that there that you've just seen is me. I'm going in a second time. Can you believe it? I had to go in twice. Oh, what an idiot, David. What an idiot. So finally we're back in the van. Got the kettle on. Gonna make ourselves a well-earned cup of coffee. Seems as I've been in the sea twice. Almost died of exposure, hypothermia, you name it. Things I do for YouTube. So I'll have this coffee. Oh, finally. Oh, cup of coffee. Been waiting all morning for this. Hope you enjoyed that one. It was alright, wasn't it? First one of the year. And here's to many more to come. I'll see you next time. Alright? You take care. And stay free.